OT bingo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought that was a joke. Changing from fake Zelda to actual Zelda.
NTSC.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not the gold cards.
We have got a Japanese card here. We have got a Japanese card here.
That's mine, but it's the cart's not modded. Cart? Yeah, same thing.
It's really heavy. What did I put in that thing?
Gold.
Next, you get to go.
Cool.
Oh wow.
What's...
Whatever controller you want.
I'm gonna go for the Game Shark controller.
There's no new ones.
Power on?
Have you been hitting
Yeah.
save on them?
I did switch the cords, so.
Have you been hitting save on them? Oh, that's why they're still there. If you hit save after you're ready to run, then when you press it, just remove them.
Oh, there we go.
I need to get rid of
I've probably got some random files set up. Alright, so these are all bingo files. You can tell because they're all 2 characters long, which is how it's done on Speedruns Live, and they've all got random things. Like this one's got 6 hearts and no dungeons completed. This one's got 4 and 1 dungeon completed. This one's super casual.
Do you have like a seed? Are you just gonna do 5 random things, or do you have like a seed for like a bingo board? And you want to
just do everything and fucking read the game.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's actually watch the
I
cutscene
only
so we
wanted
know what
to do one of
happens.
5 things.
Nobody knows what happens in this game.
Spike.
Okay.
I stole it. Was the last one I bought, so you can go try to find me.
Ideally, I'd have like a card that I could look at.
Yeah.
And like maybe have the link posted in the chat so they can actually see what I'm seeing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, here. If you want to maybe.
That's close.
Where could we? Okay, yeah. Real quick, where would I go to find just like a random bingo board of this?
They're all on Speedruns Live. If
Should
you
we
go
just
to
draw it
tools,
on here?
All
Draw
right.
it on here and rotate this.
could do the board.
Oh yeah, we could. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can take
Make
out.
up our own shit.
Yes, the first 25 things Naglaria says to do.
Oh my god.
Oh God, no.
Uh,
No.
So maybe we can find
what? I know.
No.
You're done.
No.
So I go to tools.
Yeah, it should be OT bingo.
Who has a signal
Bingo,
down here?
Zelda OOT. Okay.
Is that a cell phone ringing down here?
That was a Funky Kong DK64.
How?
I knew I recognized it from somewhere. I was like, what is that?
That's my alarm. It's
Oh,
not-
okay. Well, it just
Okay.
went ahead and gave me one, just like right here. So I guess we can just go with this.
Yeah, it's my.
So do you want to explain kind of what bingo is to the?
Okay, so because Ocarina of Time is so broken, it's a very open game in terms of what you can do even from the very beginning. You can pretty much go anywhere through various tricks, and although there are some limitations, like the first thing you usually do is get some kind of explosive. It's usually bomb shoes from either bottom of the well or using the wrong wall pitch to Ganon's castle. And then you're pretty much free to do any number of things, which makes it great because in bingos you get a 5x5 card with 25 objectives on it, and the goal of the bingo race is to complete a row, diagonal, or column faster than anyone else, and you can choose whichever you want. And it's basically just trying to pick the fastest route and route it on the fly, because you've got like 2 or 3 minutes at the start of the game to pick what you want and then try and route it out as you go. So it's like a really fun test of knowledge, because you need to know a whole lot of the game to be able to do these bingo races. And there's like different categories. Like the one I'll do is like a normal, which is sort of takes about an hour and a half in length if you're good, so it'll probably take me about 2 hours.
Is this the one that you're using?
Yeah, I guess so.
I just want to make sure it's the same. I'll write it up on there so we can all see it.
Okay.
You want an estimate, and also, do you want it to not be a secret to you until you press start, and then you have it during the opening cutscene, or?
No,
do you
after the opening cutscene, because that's like 2
No.
minutes of bitch mode straight.
Yeah, but they
Get out. We route on the fly.
Yeah,
We use the intro.
casual.
Or do you want to just see the board, like, as we're writing it up there?
Yeah, because I can't really think until
Yeah,
fill in the center space last.
yeah, you got it. Yeah, so it'll be as she puts it up there. So let's see.
Stick-
You got an estimated time. Of
Stick it down as 2 hours. Yeah. I'll like explain things as I go.
Runner name, we have got Fox, Big Money. None of that is capitalized besides the F, right?
None of it's capitalized.
Oh, none of it's capitalized.
None of it.
F that.
I don't think that thing cares about capitalization at all.
And twitch.tv/FootBigMike.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one thing just really exciting that we get to show you guys with this is how this is one of the big categories that is fun for a lot of people on Speedruns Live, SRL. You go to their website, that is the way that I
I'm
think...
sure if they can hear you.
Oh, they don't know if they can hear me?
I don't know if they can hear you.
Can people hear me?
Can you hear the sexy voice?
You have the headset right there.
Oh. Don't anyone hear? I can't tell them that. I'll just say that. Yeah, just,
They can hear you.
they can hear me. Yeah.
All right.
If you go to Speedruns Live, you'll find that a lot of people got into speedrunning through that because I think people talked about how you can watch us on our streams and what we do here and how it seems really intimidating. But actually, once you just say, screw it, I want to get into it, it's a really fun thing. More and more people kind of stick to it. So what Bingo is kind of a love letter to all of the hard work that the Zelda speedrunning community has put into really breaking the game, but also knowing how to not just think, how broken can we make this game now? How can we have fun with this? You know, what used to be a completely linear game, now it's an open sandbox.
It really
basically
is.
become a Grand Theft Auto of sorts. That we can really go wherever we want
Pretty much.
in this world. And, you know, so... yeah, definitely something worth checking out on Speedruns Live. And it's a super, you know, you have to have knowledge of the game, obviously, but it's something that can just be totally casual for you. Estimated time, 2 hours. While we get that up.
Bingos are like what got me excited to learn this game because it's just a really cool concept that you just do 5 completely different things and just try and think, okay, what's the best way to go? Which of these objectives kind of sync together? Like, if I need the bow for one thing, do I need the bow for another thing in this like line or column? So it's just a lot of fun, and it's just like even just thinking about it, just looking at bingo cards, you're like, oh yeah, you know, you could do this, and then you just start thinking about it, and it's a lot of fun. All right.
Did I wander over there the pen? I did.
Where did you get that? Found it.
You found it?
Ow.
Really?
Yeah.
What time is it? This computer is like finished.
-7.
Are you Canadian?
He has pizza.
7:05?
All right, so
Big money. Okay, awesome. That's really good, man. So yeah, now we're just setting up the bingo board.
Timer.
I haven't started. I'm just gonna show off like some random things that I've got set up in this file.
Alright.
So like, this is probably stuff a lot of people have seen before, but yeah, my B button is a stick.
Is this visible on stream?
We linked it on the chat. We could also
Right,
yeah,
I just
put
said
it,
have it open, so we can also just check off what's going on. I just want to make sure it's visible on stream right now.
Oh. Well, no, you actually can't see it from there, but I was thinking like
I can
we
push it
could,
back.
Put it behind.
we could put it, since there aren't a lot of people here right now, we could just put it right behind the couch or something, or you know, maybe right to the side. If we might. Yeah.
So you said right the center row last?
The center block, because that one makes
5
a
rows, 5
difference.
columns.
Alright, so you'll notice that my B button is not a sword, which is what it should be. People that have seen Ocarina of Time streams before will notice that this is part of what is called reverse bottle adventure, where you get a bottle on your B button and use it to break the game
It's not mine,
to
I
its
found it.
knees by giving yourself items.
Showing them some bottle adventure.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Until I actually run this game, I will never understand exactly what the bottle does.
I still don't.
I watched Cosmo explain it, and I was like, I finally understand reverse bottle adventure, and I've completely forgotten.
Yeah, right.
So now
I understand. Well, yeah, go ahead.
now I'm gonna put a bottle on B with some magic, and now I've got 20 bomb chews, and when I catch, I got 29 because magic. So yeah, I can just throw bomb chews everywhere. Unfortunately, only 3 at a time, and it lags the game out. And then as soon as I drop,
Dude,
Express.
you buying us food?
I've got milk on B now.
Dude, if it wasn't for me, we would have never won that shit.
Did I spell peace wrong?
You might have hindered them, right?
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm making sure I spelled peace right. I don't know. It's late.
Actually, that is-
So you can do a bunch of random stuff with bottles.
Can you give yourself a Triforce?
I don't have a phone, so it's
You can give yourself a lot of things.
Is there a way without a Game Shark to spawn the R-Wing that's in the game?
Unfortunately not. I really wish there was a way to get the R-Wing. But it doesn't exist. Yet. I don't think enough effort's been put into trying to spawn the R-Wing.
You have a phone that works? Huh? You have a phone that works?
So yeah, this is sort of like a practice file I set up because I have essentially infinite bomb chews. So I can practice things like this. Things like mega flips. Except I'm bad.
What do you need, Vegeta?
Sorry, what?
What do you need? You said someone with a phone that works down here?
Oh, no. We were just trying to find a phone that works.
There's one in my bag.
Oh, your phone works? Oh.
You just need to turn off airplane mode.
Trying to get some 6 in the morning eating up in here. Cause,
Seriously.
in addition, 7 in the morning, because in addition to our sleep schedule.
According to this restaurant, it's a very critical difference because they open at 7.
What restaurant is it?
Cafe Express.
Shout outs to Cafe Express
Yes.
for hopefully provide. So we got a shield.
I don't have a sword though. I think I deleted it. It's gone forever.
Is there a way to undelete it?
No,
Dude, nice strats, bro.
it's gone forever.
Can you
We
not
just have to go
spawn
get
one?
the master sword.
Oh yeah.
Literally
You'll have
the
to go
worst
clip
play
in.
ever made.
Can you get past this kid without the sword? Without being able to.
If I had a stick, but I don't really want a stick.
Can't you? Can't you Navi
Yeah.
dive?
I need a stick.
You think you'd have fries?
So let's go get some sticks. Do I have a? What is?
You think you could? Could you
Should we
bomb
just
shoot
put-
one of the Babas in there and get a stick from that, or would that?
You are completely right.
We should just put Cosmo's little brother playing so we get more viewers.
Cosmo's little brother. Actually,
Cosmo's
Pass us,
British
but-
brother.
It's okay.
Cosmo's
it's separated,
British
that
brother.
word.
Huh? Sorry.
Long lost. Heavy,
What the
ain't it?
hell did I write?
sorry, what?
Is that protect? I think I put out like 3 letters in one word.
English cheeseburger.
Pocket.
Pocket.
Pocket Cooper. I can just.
Spoiler alert: Pocket Cuckoo is one of the.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what's going on?
Cheeseburger.
A cheeseburger for breakfast?
I don't
Sounds
Hey,
good.
this is breakfast.
This is supper. Yeah. In addition to our sleep schedule being completely out of whack, our eating schedule is,
Yeah.
Mike.
and our diet.
7 a.m. Teasing's not
What?
breakfast.
Cheeseburger?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an Einstein.
I'll
joke.
take cheeseburger and
Is it
fries.
food?
Relax and girl that shaved my head.
I'm going to Einstein there.
Okay.
We're going to the Fontina Grill later.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's right. When?
Shout outs to the Fontina. Well, in like 5 hours.
Okay, I need a burger now.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, if they have fries, I will take a burger and fries.
My driver better wake
Okay, so I'm just like doing aimless stuff right now
Okay, I'll be
because.
done if you want to start it.
No, go for it.
The website is garbage, though, like.
Are you paying?
Alright. And of course, that Super Star Wars run, another 150 followers.
Well, I'm glad they followed you.
Shit.
Looks like they don't have fries per se, but they have potato wedges.
Oh, those are just as good, if not better.
What have they got?
There's sandwiches, wraps. I'm just gonna get a burger and potato wedges.
Yeah, me too.
So I got 6 burgers, 6 wedges.
Sure.
Easy enough.
Sure. Don't disagree with us.
If you want something else, get it.
That's the theme of bonus stream late night.
That's Nigeria's bonus stream, HDQ 2013. Please follow us and like us on Facebook.
Tweet us on your Twitter.
I really feel like I'm spelling peace wrong every single time.
It's spelled P-E-E-C-E-E-E.
P-I-E-C-E.
So
No,
we're gonna
just
do this
4
blind?
E's.
What?
4 E's. Sorry.
No.
No.
I can't do. I could potentially do it blind, but I don't have a sword.
Oh, right.
And swordless is a lot harder.
Oh, so you're gonna try to do this with a D. Oh, okay, he's got a stick.
Yeah. No, not a stick. You can't use sticks in here. That's wrong.
Oh, okay.
So first I need the angle, and there we go. Now we side hop for victory.
They have a list of facts, but
Okay.
Are we good?
fax machine.
Go right next up to the middle.
Are we good to go? Okay.
Uh,
So I'll do a. Is anyone?
So real quick, and let's also set this up. Let's
Who got a phone?
see how it first looks if we just put it like right here, kind of.
Phone that works. Anyone?
Huh?
A working phone?
Mine does not work. I'll tell you that.
I mean, you have to go out to that area.
Yeah, but if you went outside, you get reception.
No, mine's just screwed all together. I don't know what's wrong with it.
It's probably because it's had no reception for like a week.
How does that look?
You can see most of it.
Do you
I
want
don't know if
do you
people
need
will
a
be able to
pointer
read it
one,
anyway.
or-
No, that's fine. I just need to point. I'm gonna point at things.
Oh, I need to move sides now. Okay.
And we can probably link that in the chat one more time, anyways.
Yes.
Because it's kind of it'd be kind of hard to read, anyways. But it's
Yeah. All right. So just give me a countdown when you're
Probably
ready,
just move that off so someone else to sit on the couch.
and then like the last one needs to be. Written.
yeah. So
Yeah, I
just
need to
take the
write
link
the last
because it's gonna be hard to read that, anyways.
Okay.
Where did I put the
Did you put it in here?
No, it's in my
There it
pocket.
is.
I found it in my pocket.
Spot.
What have I got in my pocket?
Have you start the timer?
I have not started the timer yet.
No, how?
Oh, just click on it.
Do you want me to write it now?
Click on that.
When the
Click
time
enter.
starts.
Let's go.
Okay. So I'm ready.
Alright.
Someone that knows how to use technology, teach this man.
Do you use SRL timing yet?
I use phone.
Yeah,
a
so
phone that's like
3,
a real
2,
phone, not this
1, go,
Yeah.
and then just put the last one in.
$20
And now you can add the middle square.
Wait, is that all down?
So you just
Oh
need
my
to create
god,
a
we
line
crashed
through.
SRL.
Did we crash SRL?
Get fucked! No regrets.
Spike.
Specifically, that seed got crashed. That bingo board will never be used again.
Okay, so should we read it out since it's crashed?
Sure. Again, he's got like a 2-minute opener right here,
To figure
where
out.
that's where pretty much all the bingo runners first see the board and they decide what route they're going to take. He's trying to complete any of these in a row, in a column, or diagonally.
So top left, these are 5x5. Top left is black gauntlets, 7 hearts, quiver 50, maps and compass for ice cavern, all 4 Gerudo Valley areas sculptulas. And then second row is beat the Deku tree, all 5 sculptulas fire temple, pocket cuckoo, double magic, all 5 sculptulas in the water temple. Middle row is defeat Baronade, defeat Twinrova, 4 compasses, all 5 sculptures in Forest Temple, Bolero Fire. Fourth row is Spirit Temple Boss Key, Green Potion, at least 9 magic beans, 9 hearts, 37th heart piece for the Child's Fortress.
Shoutouts to Runner Guys, 100% run.
Frog's Heart piece, defeat Big Ordo, Din's Fire, Kokiri's Emerald, 3 boots.
Did he get the 37 card piece?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Because
He
he
got
couldn't
trolled.
get the 36th.
And I really have no idea why that happened.
Well, because he when
got a fish too big, but it really shouldn't have been too big.
like the fishes were the same size when he was
Yeah.
doing fishing.
Oh.
It was weird. Like he got the
His first fish was too big, and you have to get a bigger fish.
well, because there should only be one big fish.
You need to beat the record for the golden scale, and then you need the biggest fish to get the heart piece.
So
So
there
normally you
should
get like
only be one biggest
yeah,
fish.
and he
Okay,
got the
so
biggest
they're
fish
open for
second.
delivery at 7, but the guy that actually delivers doesn't get there till 9.
What?
Okay, it's no
dumb.
longer anti-shoutouts to Cafe X.
Anti-shoutouts.
Here's your phone back. So, fuck.
Unless.
That was the one place that was listed as being open at 7.
Do people have licenses here?
I don't have a car.
Okay, so there's a couple things that I know I'm not going to do. Skulltulas in Fire and Water Temple. I don't know how to do those.
Black Gauntlets, get it.
I trust
I
you
could
guys.
do that. Column 1, except for the reverse Door of Time skip, because I don't know it. Actually, I do know it, I just haven't done it in a while.
I trust you driving if you guys want to get some. There's an Einstein just up the street if you go out.
I'll probably stay here.
Yeah. I'm just saying, and then it's just a big ass expedition that's parked right there.
Somebody else wants
Who
to.
has a license is the question.
God, I hope we all
Anyone?
have licenses.
I have a driving license.
The one guy playing the game.
I do have a driver's license.
We're gonna add drive right here for
Drive to
3.
Einstein's for bagels.
Alright, and this is like a must get one.
This is
Especially
Center
go in the middle of
Square.
that stuff for compasses.
Yeah.
Do you have a license? Okay.
So is there always, when you start a bingo board, no matter what it is, do you always kind of generally go for like the Kokiri sword to start off, or?
For the majority of runs, yes, you want the Kokiri sword, and sometimes the shield if you want the Ocarina as well, because then you'll pokey escape and get the fairy Ocarina.
And so this bingo board we had was just, I literally just went to the tools section of Speedruns Live, clicked on Bingo Zelda OOT, and it just popped out this random board. It's from, you know, probably hundreds of different options.
Hundreds of thousands.
Well, I mean, like, like each of them, like 7 hearts, quiver 50, like,
Right.
like maybe a couple of thousand different things that you can do, and then just randomly puts them in a board. They've done it with other games as well. I know Castlevania Symphony of the Night
Yeah.
got some bingo going.
Super
Mario
Mario
64,
64, Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. But this is really the
Yeah.
game that it has bingo going. Like it's literally like a Saturday night bingo or something.
Yeah, there's Saturday night
Okay, would that
bingos,
be like
and they're pretty cool because we get like some Japanese players coming in, which is a lot of fun because those guys are cool. So right now I'm just collecting rupees for the shield, and
That always looks like cool.
well, Cyberbot X might be willing to drive us to McDonald's for breakfast.
Oh damn.
That is big. He's gonna have to drive us down to the airport first, so
Did you guys do some sort of bingo over there on the?
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah, they're doing it now.
We're doing a bingo run for the stream.
So,
Which are the ones you can't do again?
No fire temple or water temple sculptus. So
Yeah.
second row is out.
yeah, like I can beat those temples. That's not like the hard part. It's the fact that I don't really know where all of the sculptors are. Definitely in Water Temple because we do so little of that temple in just speedruns. Outside of 100%.
I'm thinking that Quiver 50 row down to Din's Fire might be.
The problem with Quiver 50 is that you can't RBA it easily, and you need to get Epona and the bow to be able to get that. That is not going the right way.
Most bingos are like an hour-ish long, right?
If you're doing a short bingo, they're usually 40 minutes to an hour, depending on what kind of card you get. Normal bingos are like an hour to an hour and a half if you're good, and like again, it depends on what kind of board you get. Nobody really does long bingos.
Yeah.
So right there, that was the forest escape. I guess people.
One
call
of
it.
many.
Yeah, one of. There's a couple of ways, I guess, to escape the forest, but. I'm obviously not a Zelda runner, so I don't know a lot about it, but I guess you're basically just kind of getting yourself backwards momentum
Yeah,
to clip into his hitbox.
You're doing a crouch stab, and crouch stab recoils you off the wall, and on the exact frame that you start getting backwards momentum, you press A to talk to the Kokiri guard, and you sort of get stuck inside of him, and when you finish the dialogue, you just get within his circle.
Nice meeting you. Yeah, hope to see you next year or summers.
Are you heading out as well, Sarah?
No, I'm just thinking there, but I'll be.
I'm
Nice to
heading
meet
out.
you.
Oh yeah, hug. Alright.
Not just going to be good.
I'm heading out, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so probably not.
It's about 15 minutes away, so 15 minutes away.
Bye, chat.
To where?
I'm heading to the airport.
There's an Einstein's right up the
See you
street.
later.
Oh,
Didn't really hang out much.
Yeah.
But
They have breakfast food.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Headed for about 2 years. So
kind of
Maybe
break-
it's not
you know
that
who kind of
Jackson
breaks this food.
Like bagels, breakfast sandwiches.
sounds very familiar.
Skater, but
Okay.
very similar.
It's just right after 410.
I can-
Go to a place called
Brilliant
Einstein's. then if that's-
They're actually really good.
I want a chocolate chip bagel.
If it's food, it's okay.
Do you know where it is? Does anyone know where that is? Other than her?
It's just if you head up towards 410, it's on
Might
this
need to
side.
be in the car to point us around.
Well, I'm also the one that has the
I
car.
didn't see it. I
That
saw it
would
on the way
help
back
also.
from IHOP.
We'll figure something out when I get back, I suppose.
Oh,
I can find out an hour.
Yeah.
Hour-ish.
So in an hour
So,
we're gonna go to Einstein's.
wanna get any spoilers for what's your first step you're gonna go in?
You got everything.
I'm gonna get a bottle to begin with.
Okay. You're gonna go get the Koopa bottle.
So do
Yeah.
you talk to him on purpose or by accident?
You can skip him, but you need a stick, and it's really annoying.
Isn't it like
Yeah.
a couple of frame windows?
Yeah, you have to keep alternating, like, frame perfectly, stick and sword, while backwalking, and you'll get through. But it's faster just to talk to him.
Alternating frames
Yeah.
at like real frames, 60 frames a second, or
Shut
alternating
up.
frames 20? Which one?
Skip rows are like 4 frames per second.
Yeah.
Because if it's alternating at 20, that would be 10 button presses
You have
a
to take
second.
more than just jump slash.
Nice.
You have to hold a very specific position on the controller.
So you just dodged another one there, right?
Yes,
Is that-
I skipped that owl at the bottom. It's like if I hold a certain position on the controller, Link will just sort of turn in place, and that's the, like, there's a pretty big window for it on the N64 controller, but if you're using Virtual Console or GameCube version, it's a lot harder to get because, yeah, well, the stick's better, and the N64 stick has like a huge dead zone.
So, have you decided what you're going to do?
I think I'm gonna go for row 4.
So that's Spirit Temple Boss Key, Green Potion, at least 9 magic beans, 9 hearts, and a 37th heart piece from the Child's Fortress.
Yes.
Alright.
And I'm going to do quite a lot as child. I could potentially do it all as child. Could I? Yeah, I could potentially do it all as child.
Yeah, you can get in the Spirit Temple. Green Potion, do you have to just buy that?
Yeah, you can. What the? You can just buy green potions. They're like 50 rupees or 30.
The one on the side.
9 hearts is just a goal that I get as I'm going. It's like I'll get heart pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really fun just watching all the because this game has become so broken over the last, particularly 10 to 12 years. How much fun people have with just kind of making up categories for different races
Yeah.
on SRL.
And like not even racing. On the Zelda Speedruns forums, a lot of people got into what are known as max percent, which is basically you pick either adult or child. Where is this last Deku?
So we've gone back up to 8,000 viewers.
Back up to
Ocarina of Time,
8,000 views.
Ocarina of Time will always
I'll
be
bring it in.
Cosmo's brother.
Did you actually put that? Good.
Cosmos brother at
Oh
twitch.tv/. This, she is really annoying that she always wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Please, Cosmo, breathe.
He is now.
I guess.
What was I making words with?
We were just talking about like speedruns.
Oh yeah, max percent. I enjoy doing a max percent child, which is basically you get as many things you physically can without ever going adult, and there's a pretty big list of what you can get. You can get into every single adult temple as child. There's just a limit of how much you can do. You can beat Forest Temple, Shadow Temple, and Water Temple.
Now, why? It's possible you can get the hook shot, right? I remember seeing a crazy.
Yes, it's easier on GameCube.
Hey, good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to see him as child. You get sort of confused. The amount of times I've heard that phrase, oh yeah, so we do this, and then the game gets confused, and suddenly we have everything. Just like this marathon.
Check out zeldaspeedrun.org.
Oh, so you're going to
Dot
all now?
net. It's dot something.
One of them,
It's .net, I think.
Google Zelda speedruns and.
You'll find
they're
it.
really good at archiving all the different tricks that go together.
Oh yeah, has it been crashed yet? Hold on.
Right, so here I'm just collecting a few heart pieces, because I need 9 hearts. That's one of the goals. So I'm taking this chicken with me, but he magically disappears and turns into a cow.
In return, you get a quarter of a heart.
Indeed.
I think one of the other ones, I think it might just be zeldaspeedruns.com. It's like a website a guy made years and years ago. It's got like a time for a Zelda 1 run that he did and a blank leaderboard.
Good time at least.
I don't think it is anymore.
Darkwing Duck destroyed that.
Yeah,
Going back to the forest.
he does.
Right?
Yeah, shoutouts to Darkwing Duck. He goes to all the.
If like anyone has any questions like about what I'm doing, like I don't mind answering questions. Sorry.
So, just to clarify this, because this confused me forever. When you were a kid, you always pop back in Link's house when you do the save reset.
Yeah.
And when you were an adult, you always show up in the Temple of Time.
Yes.
Unless you are inside of a dungeon.
Yeah, if you're in a
where you'll
dungeon.
go back to the front of the dungeon.
Yeah.
So yeah, he uses that. He resets the console so that he can warp back, just to cut a lot of extraneous, just going across the map.
Yeah.
Forget how many years ago it was finally kind of I think it was after they found the Door of Time skip.
Yeah.
Cosmo said where it was such a convoluted process to get out of the
Door of Time. Like
get back out of the Door of Time without just resetting the console.
Can't fix it.
That they just said, screw it, we're not gonna just like skip over the coolest trick we've ever found.
Well, it is-
At least at the time.
Also, like, RTAs became much more popular.
Yeah.
because of
Right.
that as well. But in Japan, that's what they always do normally.
Uh-huh.
Time attacks.
Yeah.
They've always called their runs, they never called them speed runs, they're always time attacks or real time attacks.
Yeah.
Time attacks signifying like a segmented run where I might do a chunk of the run and then just have that section done and then do another segment. So you do it you try to get the run much closer to perfection.
Yeah.
Or a real time attack, an RTA, where it's just all from, a lot of them do it from power on of the console to the end of the credits,
Yeah.
or to final blow, wherever they have it. Every community's
It's
kind
like-
of got their way to do it.
There's like power onto the console, like to start timing, there's like power onto the console, as soon as you gain control of the character, selecting the file or whatever, and then at the end of the game it's like losing control of the character,
Which is
and-
what speed demos goes by.
Yeah.
Seeing the end on screen.
Yeah.
Credits.
I think that's, is it Paper Mario that they have to wait through like 7 minutes of credits?
That's what
That they cannot speed.
There was a big drama over Portal 1. It was a really good run,
Awesome.
Yep.
but by STA time it wasn't sub 10 minutes. So it was a big run.
So-
You keep control for about 30 seconds.
Right. So shout outs to Cosmo's little brother here, or Foot Big Mike. He actually got a little skip that Cosmo did not get in his any percent run 2 days ago.
To avoid the
Did he
monster.
not?
He had to avoid the text right there. And was he just like pulling out your stick at the last second?
Yeah, there's a pretty decent, hang on.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Alright.
Nice.
So basically that skips, that skips the B1 section of the Deku tree. I'm taking damage on purpose here. You know it.
So this is odd how this looks almost exactly like the any percent run that Cosmo showed
Yeah.
off the other day. It's starting almost exactly the same. It'll get a little bit different here in a second, obviously.
Yeah.
Since we're not intending to just beat the game.
Is there no heart pieces in here that we were getting?
I get the heart container from Goma.
So
I'm still
that's-
gonna point out that these guys are the worst minions on the face of the planet. Like instead of just going away or dying or anything, they tell you every single way to beat.
So it's like, hey, the code is
boss.
231, and then when you use that, it's like, hey, you just throw a Deku Nut at her face and stab, stab, stab.
Is that really what they tell you?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, their little
I
brother
always
tells you
just
how
fought
to
her
defeat.
anyways.
The little brother tells you how to beat up the big brothers. The big brothers are like, this is how you beat our boss.
I think it's funny because a lot of us probably wanted to play this as kids. We never used Deku Nuts, even though they've actually,
Oh man.
as we got, even,
Deku Nuts are like a really good item.
yeah. Like, people don't realize all the functions of some of the items in this game.
Alright.
Can you explain the power crouch
Power crouch stuff.
The crouch stab, where you, without targeting, you just hold shield and press B. He'll do a little stabby stab. And when programming the game, they forgot, I presume, to set a damage value for it. So it just does however much damage your last attack did. And the last thing I did was jump slash with the Deku stick, which does 4 damage as opposed to the jump slash with the Deku, the Kokiri sword, which does 2.
And any regular slash just does 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Deku stick jump slash is essentially the same strength as the Master Sword.
Yes. The Deku stick is essentially a Master Sword, but because they're supposed to break when you use them, they were like, oh yeah, that's fine.
This is one of the setbacks.
I missed it. This TV's weird. I blame it on that. So like
This
there's-
TV does have very odd cropping, but yeah, nice setup.
$10 for Gerudo Fortress Bomb, Mega Bomb Jump, whatever.
I could do it.
If you get it, I'll pay for your
Nice.
prices.
Nice.
How about that?
This game, speedrunning this game is like almost all about just setup. Is really understanding what you're
Yeah.
setting.
There's guys with YouTube channels that just nothing but setups for tricks.
Right.
And
Like
they're really awesome. Sock Folder is a beast at finding a bunch of stuff for this game.
So there's 4.5 hearts now.
Yeah,
So now this is the bug trick.
indeed.
So you're actually good at wrong warp somewhere.
I am indeed.
There you go.
There are in fact 2 wrong warps with Deku Tree. The more common one you see at the moment is this one, and I will say more after I get it. So I pause once here just because I find it really difficult on the N64 controller to switch from left to right, or like right to left.
And if you did it right,
Yeah, there we go.
welcome to Ganon's already dead.
Yep.
But he doesn't need any of that right now.
I'm not actually gonna watch him die. That's not important.
It's
So-
Ganondorf, then Ganon, right?
Oh, yeah, Ganondorf is dead. Well, you know.
So save warping there takes you back to the entrance to the main part of Ganon's castle, but we don't really need to do anything there. So right now we're going to go to Spirit Trial because we can do some cool things here. And I actually don't have as many nuts as I wanted. So I'm gonna just like avoid this guy for a second.
Yeah, he's only picked up the 1 positive 5 from that.
Ooh. I can't. Alright. We'll do this. We'll do this the lame way. Because that way I'm shielded from him. That one. So I'll push it here. And it's like this is all getting this in the right place. So we can get that silver rupee. Because that opens the next, that opens the door to the next area, and that has something we want in it. So my angle was off there, so I missed the rupee. Basically what I'm doing is I'm doing a hover off of damage. Let me say it again. Let's move this one closer. No. There we go.
Nice.
That's really not a clap-worthy thing.
First try, maybe.
Yeah. So I wanted like some more Deku nuts to stun the Beamos, but I also wanted one to stun those guys because otherwise they'd burn my shield, and I like my shield. Shields are important. So yeah, this gets us 20 bomb shoes, which is really a cool thing.
Another big thing about speedrunning this game is that explosives are very abusable.
Yeah, as I said, the first order of business in most speedruns is, okay, which explosives are we gonna get? And I'm doing Spirit Temple boss key. So I need Zelda's Lullaby for this. Another thing about routing what you want to do is knowing what items you need for each goal.
Like that Ganon's fortress area doesn't really exist as a kid, so it just puts them here because it thinks that.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
These guards are actually still a big issue if you're going for speed.
So we've actually got a new $20 donation from Sylvain Erod. There's no comment on that one, but thank you for your donation. We are still accepting donations for the foreseeable future. So, and they will still be going to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, so we do appreciate it.
Alright, so since I got caught, it's now nighttime and I can't do guards at night because they're just in the way and like you can't pass. So I'm going to do a reroute and do something else first. And this owl is annoying. So one of my objectives is the 37th heart piece, which goes kind of well with 9 hearts.
I'm not flicky.
You're not?
Who the hell is Flicky then?
Okay.
You sound exactly like him.
So here's a neat little trick. None of these shops are open during the nighttime, but if you jump slash off a box at the right point, you can like click into sort of the area behind where like it's like where these loading zones are, but we want to miss that. Also, how am I missing this? Alright, there we go. So now I'm like
Nice.
behind everything, and I can just sort of go into the loading zone of the potion shop. And there's like a ton of these little random tricks.
That happen to have those.
Yeah, so like there's so many tricks in this game, it's absurd, and 100% has so many tricks in it, and that is even so only a fraction of what is like the kind of tricks that you can get in this game. There's like tricks for everything, and I want that. I don't want this dog. Why is this dog following me?
Because he wants puppies.
But I don't want this dog.
Puppies.
This dog's bad. Go away, dog.
So we've got a donation here, $20 from Cosmo Wright. Foot Big Mike, I like your commentary. You run Master Quest, right?
I do indeed.
Not many people run that.
Is he literally your brother?
That's
Okay,
Thanks,
there we go.
Cosmo.
Alright.
$500.
So now
question.
I have
For $500, we'll tell you. Please follow.
Every donation challenge.
There's another art piece here for returning this dog.
Founder Mind Party 2, all blind, $25,000.
so
I would donate against them.
So is that 9 hearts? Is that in addition to the 3 you had, or including?
9 total.
it's 9 total.
Okay.
In short bingos you get 5 or 6 hearts. In normals you get 7, 8, 9, 10, and in long bingos you'd get a lot more than that. So now I'm gonna go to, and like because I've technically beaten the Deku tree. If I go into my inventory, you'll see that I've got the Kokiri Emerald, even though I never actually beat. So yeah, that's technically another thing that could be crossed off.
The 37th hearts piece, Child's Fortress. What's the Child's Fortress? Was that Ganon's Fortress as a child? Or?
No, it's the Gerudo Fortress.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
just go there. You have to go there. as a
The
kid.
first part of
Only
the
there
kind of the
was it.
spirit
Yeah.
temple, like. Yeah.
The
In the Gerudo Fortress? Or-
The 37th heart piece, yeah, it's in the Gerudo.
yeah, in the
Fortress.
Gerudo Fortress.
Only when you're a child. Though.
That's supposed to be an adult-only area, and they never really expected you to get there as a child, so there's nothing there. There's like a single guard, and it's behind the gate, and it doesn't catch you, and everything else is just there. Like if you go inside, like properly inside the fortress, where you have to save the carpenters and get the Gerudo token or Gerudo card, which depending on which version you're playing. There are guards there, and they can catch you and either throw you in the river or into the jail cell if you have the hook shot, which is bad.
There's all your chests got a tunic in it.
Yes. There's a couple of weird chests in the Gerudo Fortress area. The one I'm going to be passing by is, as adult, when you go there, it has a heart piece in it. But when you go there as a child, it has the odd mushroom in it, which is part. Yeah, it's part of the adult trading sequence, and it's really weird. For some reason, it's there, and presumably it was there for testing purposes, but So I'm gonna attempt a trick called the cuckoo jump, which is a pretty precise trick to get. There's a setup.
Mike, how much faster do you move backwards compared to going forwards?
It's about. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do this the lame way, and just use a bomb chew. And I have to actually buffer a backflip here because otherwise I'll just talk to the guard, and I will explain buffering at some point. Hang on a second. As for backwalking, it's about 1.5 times faster than. Oh man, really?
So it's the same speed as rolling, but it's consistent instead of
Yeah.
inconsistent.
Like
'Cause
rolling's
you-
top speed is the same as backwalking, but you
obviously have a lot
accelerate
more
and
inputs
decelerate.
there.
It's
There we go.
slingshots back and forth.
Nice.
So now I don't want to get caught by these guards because otherwise I'd fall back down. And Navi's telling me to go to the castle. I'm just like, no.
What are we doing out here?
Trying to think of this game as like a first time, like Link goes to the Deku tree and then Ganondorf was killed.
Yeah.
Like,
See, the
it's
amount of
kinda funny
times,
to think of, like-
the amount of times in speedruns, like the runner will talk to Navi and be like, "Hey, we need to go to the Deku tree," and you're like, on your way to Spirit Temple, and it's like, whoops. I guess I did that
I got
wrong.
lost. Whoops.
So in cycle, if you do it frame perfect, isn't that faster than backwalking?
As child, yes. If you do frame perfect side hops, it's faster. And interestingly enough, with the guards, when going to Zelda's Lullaby, if you do frame perfect side hops, they can't catch you. Like if you do frame perfect side hops and get to the next area, like where the camera sort of pans across, then they won't catch you. Alright, so this is kind of an annoying trick. Runner Guy did it one way and I'm gonna do it another.
I like seeing what people do.
I like the way Runner Guy did it. He did damage boost with a bomb chew so that he could cross this like little platform up here. There we go.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, so that saves explosives. And also, here, Runner Guy used a bomb to store a ground jump, but I don't have any bombs, so I'm gonna do an angled jump, which is pretty precise. You need to sort of get a full jump off of this edge, and then angle yourself back towards.
They use one of those.
There we go. Angle yourself back towards the higher ledge. And it's not super precise, but you want to actually take the time to make sure you get it, so you don't have to redo that room, because that room is tricky.
So that chest is the art piece in question?
No.
No.
It's in a completely random spot that you never ever actually built on it.
Oh, so it's not like a legit heart piece?
No.
No. It's they put it in and then it was easier to just leave it in because kids aren't supposed to be in here.
So it's not actually part of like a 100% completion of the game.
Yeah.
So it's across on that balcony.
What happens if you already have? Is it a heart piece or a heart container?
It's a heart piece.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay, so what I'm doing there is getting ISG off this chest. The odd mushroom is just sort of an unintended side effect. I don't really care if I have it. Eventually I'll save and quit at some point just to get, for going to a better position, either Link's house at the start or whatever. And it'll turn into Kajiro, like the proper odd mushroom is supposed to do.
ISG means infinite sword glitch.
It does indeed.
It's got a couple of uses, but the simplest way here is just, as you can see, he can't actually fall off the ledges when Infinite Sword Glitch is activated.
Okay, so I went too many frames there, so I need to do it again. That's 8 red flashes. I want to get to the 9th red flash before I roll, so it's 1 more frame. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I did a lot of pause buffering there, which is basically trying to advance frame by frame to get indeed.
So now he needs Spirit, Temple, Boss Key, at least 9 magic beads, and 9 hearts.
Yeah. Oh well. There's a couple of different ways to cross this bridge, so I'll just do one that works pretty well for me. There's a couple other ways that you're sort of already targeting when you get onto the ladder, and then when you get to the top of the ladder, the camera sort of jerks sideways, and you've got the angle so you can side up onto the thing. And from there, you just sort of walk forwards until you're far enough. But when I was starting out, I find it hard to get the position to side hop back onto the actual land. So I just sort of like, okay, if I do this and then 2 backflips and then side hop, I get across there fine. So that works alright.
Can you get through this?
I forgot. I don't have the lens of
You don't
truth.
have the lens of truth.
I can't get through.
GG.
I can't see this Poe. I can't see this Poe, so I don't know where I'm going. I'll just wing it. I'll just wing it.
Alright,
Let's see.
Let's
See.
I
Bust
think
out
it's,
the big place.
it's like I go across
This guy is
here.
no newbie.
I don't know. Maybe up here, then to the left maybe. Then down here.
Oh man, if you go slightly off the path,
I don't know.
GG.
There's a box there. I think that means I'm doing good. Oh, hey, there are flags. If I just go back, I'm back walking.
oh no.
Back walking, YOLO.
Okay, yeah.
Back walking is YOLO. Hey!
Yeah.
Completely random.
Yeah, I definitely haven't done that hundreds of times or whatever.
Yeah, I think Cosmo said when he was explaining kind of the progression of OT being broken. That was like the first thing they thought was like, hey, we can never get the lens
Yeah,
of truth.
that was like one of the first big things that was actually used and at the time allowed, because they still wanted to do the game mostly legitimately at that time.
Is it ever really necessary for you to use it? For like anything to do any
Yeah. There's one thing where you have to pick the right chest.
Oh right, yeah. Well,
You can't get
you could just like
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
sheer luck.
Actually, funny story, I never knew you could use that lens as a kid, so I tried a million times till I got it.
Alright.
How much money did you spend on that mini
I don't
game?
know. I wasn't very good at this game.
Well, it's like how many chests is it? How
It's
many
like
times?
8 or something.
8, so that'd be like 2 to the 8. 2, 4, 6.
You would've gone
2, 4, 8,
broken.
16, 32, 64, 128, 256.
1 in 256.
One, so
It's
yeah.
a 1 in 32 chance of getting to the end.
My next biggest question is how
And
does
it's not
Zelda's
8
clothes
chests,
stay so
idiot.
perfect?
I don't know.
How does
I
it
don't
what-
like this game.
When she changes from Sheik to Zelda, her clothes are absolutely perfect.
It's
Were they kept in
magic.
like the
It's
spirit realm or
Magic. She's
something?
got some
That's-
magical powers about
That's
her.
her power as the 6th stage.
Oh yeah, this cutscene.
Her power as the 6th age is.
Yeah, this cutscene's pretty comical because you didn't guess you're really not supposed to be here till you're an adult. So, because Sheik only obviously exists in the future, while you're here as a child.
Yep. And Link sort of hovers and pops up and down.
I love all the jam sessions. They're so
And so the game kind of freaks out and is like, he's supposed to be up
Yeah.
here.
And the game gets confused. So now I can come back when I go adult and do the Spirit Harbor.
Is that? I think Cosmo did it in the MST run last year.
Yes, he did
I think
indeed.
that was
When
the
it first tried. Everyone.
that was the moment.
The thing with
everyone in
Spirit
my
Harbor,
friends was silent.
the thing with Spirit Harbor is you get one shot. Like, especially in that run, and it is so hard because if you have enough bomb juice, like
4 keys, man.
when I do it, it's gonna be super easy because I've got 16 bomb juice right now. I'll use like a couple more.
I think I kissed it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So what?
Why are you guys kissing it?
We're on need 25k for kissing.
Yeah, that is the one donation goal we have yet to meet.
Where are we at?
We're
Other
at.
than 500k.
Oh yeah, I'm
What we
that.
were gonna do for that.
So-
500K, you said you should be running.
And Naglaria will eat a
we
small
said we don't
booger.
mess with things that happen.
And then, well, no, it was 450.
Yeah.
450 was you guys with Tom.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'll
Right.
settle for 425, but if we get there,
Whew.
no, I want. It'd be amazing if you guys all of a sudden like decide to
Yeah.
donate a little bit more.
So we're currently at.
Some like millionaire asshole
just,
who just happens to sign into. Oh, hey.
I love Ocarina of
These
Time,
idiots thought
and I love
They were gonna get away
homosexuals.
with that.
So we're currently at $424,619.18.
So, $380.
Yeah, so $380, you'll get to see these fine gentlemen kiss.
You don't get the make out for another 25 though.
25 cents.
Yeah, another quarter after that. That will go as far as you want. So yeah, I guess it didn't matter that it's nighttime for you. You're just gonna do some different things here now.
Yeah,
'Cause I know you're
one
trying.
of the things is 9 magic beans,
Uh-huh.
and you can only get those as child.
I remember discovering this whole when I first played the game. I was amazed. I think I was playing chicken.
Wow.
I should be fine. Uh-oh. I did not want to do a regular slash there.
Because again, the crouch stab stores his attack. So by him using that horizontal slash, which only does 1 damage, now crouch stab only does 1.
Yeah.
So he adjusted it there by doing jump slashes.
So that maxes out your money for right now.
Yeah.
I've learned runs I've seen of this game all different fashions, and I still I never knew that hole was there until just now.
Wait.
Oh, cross that shit out. Eat drink.
This is why you don't have items on the buttons you need to use them.
So unfortunately, if you are in a bingo race,
Yeah, you have to do that again. You
You
have to
ha-
finish with all the items.
you have to, yeah.
But we'll probably let that one go.
No,
Nope.
we have standards.
Yeah.
I like being overly judgmental. It's about all I can do.
Alright, so I'll need... I don't really need too many bomb juice. I basically need 1 to get to Zora's River, 1 to skip the Zelda's Lullaby cutscene when I eventually get there, and however many I want for Spirit Harbor. That would be a problem. Alright, so short bingos are pretty popular. They get done quite a lot. And one of the goals is 7 magic beans. And there's a bunch of ways you can do 7 magic beans. And there's a load of different routes that you can do to get enough rupees. So...
You don't have to plant them.
No, you don't have to plant the magic beans. That would be awful. I don't think I can name where 7 bean spots are. Other than there.
One by the building.
So now I'm just picking up these rupees.
buy another coin.
I need to buy more magic beans, unless you want to let me get free.
No. You're going all back to get the potion.
I like being judgmental, so the more I can be judgmental, the better.
So some people find bingos fun to watch, other people don't. They're definitely a lot of fun to actually run. I missed the 20 rupees, I suck. It really depends on your viewpoint of this game and like how you like to play it. Because like watching other people root and see how they how they'll go through certain places, and like you pick up a lot of things. Like if you're interested in running the game and you're learning and you watch someone else do a bingo round, you're like, oh okay, they know this trick and that allows them to do this a bit faster. And you learn so many things just by watching people, and they'll have different setups of things. Like there's so many setups. This game is Legend of Zelda setup of time. Legend of the setups.
After you're done the bingo, I would like to see the mega.
I'll do it for
Mega
you.
flip.
I'll do it for you. Like I've got Requiem of Spirit, so I can just walk there, but I'll do it for you.
Just because, from what I've heard, it's just the longest,
It really is.
like dumbest setup that no one's been able to optimize.
There are a
Before you
few.
do the setup, you should try and do it with no setup whatsoever as well.
No. Sorry.
All of a sudden, you're starting to push 9,000 people watching.
Jeez.
Last FDQ, 12,000 was the
Yeah.
peak, also during Ocarina of Time.
Hi guys. What time of day is it? Kind of bad.
Cosmo here, like in one of the rooms on his laptop?
No, I think he left this morning.
I know a lot
Yeah,
of
he
people
left
are
today.
gone.
Yeah, we had a
Left
bunch of people
yesterday.
leave this morning.
It's yesterday now. It's
Is
very
it-
normal yesterday at this
Yeah,
How
he
does
left
time
like
work?
almost 24 hours ago.
I don't
'Cause,
know.
like-
Let's ask Ocarina.
The last like
Touche.
10 hours, I might have been playing Mario Party 2, and I have no idea if it's been like an hour or 10 hours.
We only played 24 hours.
Yeah, we were playing before. And also a 50 turn.
Fair enough. I was taking a nap. I fell asleep. I just like slept all yesterday. It was fabulous.
So there are 60 rupees up here, and they infinitely respawn, which is nice. You could do a mega flip, but it would be a really big waste of a bomb shoot. Alright, so it's turning night, so I'm gonna... I've actually got plenty of bomb shoots. I could waste a few if I really needed to. Or if I'm bad at tricks. Also a fun fact, I just went past the slingshot minigame, and upgrades work in an interesting way, because for the most part you don't need to do them in a specific order. So for the bomb bag, for example, there are two upgrades. There's one for the Rolling Goron in Goron City, and there's one for the Bomb Tube Bowling. And if you've got the default bomb bag, like the bomb bag 20, and you do the Bomb Tube Bowling first, it will give you 30, and then the other one will give you 40. And if you do the other way around, it will give you 30 and then 40, because, you know, it's kind of smart-ish. But because of the forest escape, you're supposed to beat the Deku tree with the slingshot. Oh man, I did this kind of dumb. Did I? Am I dumb?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well.
I thought that
I trusted
it just
you.
gave you the if you got the largest one, that was it.
I am dumb. How did you know? No, I just did something wrong. I didn't take damage, but it's cool.
Well, why don't you do the Ocarina then?
You can probably damage yourself in that hole by the tree.
I need a Song of Storms to get into that hole.
Oh, you can't bomb it.
No.
Can you not do the Ocarina thing with the bomb chain?
I could. Oh well. Skulltula. Cool. Right, so with the Deku Tree, you're supposed to get the slingshot to beat the Deku Tree, so you're never supposed to leave the forest without the slingshot. So when you go to the slingshot minigame in Hyrule Market, the game's like, okay, if you've got a slingshot, it's like, okay, you've got bullet bag 30, that means we give you bullet bag 40. And if you've already got bullet bag 40, it's like, okay, you've got bullet bag 40, we'll give you bullet bag 50. If you don't have the slingshot and you go to the minigame, the game's like, here, have the biggest bullet bag. And you can just use a default slingshot that the minigame gives you, like you don't need the slingshot in your inventory. So it's a weird upgrade gimmick, and if you then go back and get the slingshot and the other upgrade, you can't then get the second upgrade, you're stuck with an inferior bullet bag. Okay, so we're going to do this properly this time. Welcome back. Alright, so there is a strategy for these guys. You wait until this guy looks to the left, or yeah, his left, and then you start side hopping. I got nervous and I started side hopping too early last time. And this guy's in a good place. And now we hope these guys are in a good place. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oops.
So are they random?
Yes. Yeah. The first 2 or 3 guards, or like the first 2 or 3 screens, I guess.
Sections.
Yeah, they're generally in the same place. Like the first guy will always be at the top right, and then he'll move down. But sometimes he's already moving down when
Do you
you're
know
going.
what like that like RNG thing is based on?
No.
Like I know like a lot of people working on this game have like gone through like all the hex editings shit.
Yeah.
And found all sorts of crazy wacky stuff.
Yeah, there's like a couple of things that are based on RNG that we sort of wanted, or like the Zelda community have wanted to find just sort of how it works, and like if there's a way to manipulate it in certain ways. Renegai said during his stream, or like during his 100% run, with the Dompe heart piece, it's completely random, and it took him 15 tries in that run. And I can't remember who like tried to find a setup to get to the graveyard at the exact same frame each time, but it's like impossible to determine. And as well, when you go to Shadow Temple and get the hover boots, you need to use the truth spinner, and it's set. You need to push the thing to one of either 3 back sort of torches, and it's completely random which one it is. So like if you're in a race and it's kind of tight, and somebody gets like the first one and the other one gets the third one, then that can like give you a pretty decent advantage. And there are some jokes going around that at the start of the game, when you come out of Link's house and Saria comes to greet you, her fairy is never the same color. Like it's green or red or blue or pink, and some people were joking that, oh, if you get the pink one, that means you have to push it 2 times. It's the RNG is not really something you can manipulate very well in this game. Can you actually manipulate it in any game? I
Is
don't
the
know.
fairy color relevant to anything?
No.
I don't think it would be. Even in that like.
It's
same
weird. I
act-
don't really know why it happens. I think in some cutscenes, like, she's always got a green one, but...
RNG is something that speedrunners everywhere wish we could figure out some way to manipulate,
Yeah.
but that's why it's
Especially in Shadow of
RNG.
the Colossus. Holy
Do
shit.
you even bob?
I don't bog. I'm not at all.
I like to say that when I mess up, when I'm streaming and I make a mistake, I'm just manipulating the RNG. So
Yeah, right.
But yeah, most like 98% of the time when someone says they're manipulating RNG, they're just talking shit.
Yeah, right.
it's
It
really
just depends
not
on how far they want what they want to keep it as a joke.
Yeah.
Or they're just like, no, I'm gonna stick with that. 'cause
Some people will
this.
believe you though. They're like, oh, this guy's so pro. He's
Yeah, which
manipulating
is like, I guess
RNG.
that's a problem with like runners talking shit to each other. Is that some of the viewers will probably just believe what they're saying.
Yeah,
They'll
right.
take it
In some
seriously.
cases, that can spawn some.
There is a lot of things though where you can kill yourself with your weird stuff to manipulate.
Yeah, you can.
Things slightly.
There are certain values that you can manipulate.
In some older games, it's based on your score. Like if it's ending in a certain number, certain stuff will happen.
Right.
And like going back to Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, what items enemies would drop is dependent on how many you've killed, which is actually how a certain someone was found out to be not having completely legitimate runs, because it didn't add up.
Shout out to TSA.
Yep.
Shut
The
up.
Ocarina of Time runs and the Zelda 1 runs. I know we had a Wind Waker run, but
Yeah.
that wasn't like. It wasn't like.
Supposedly it wasn't.
Yeah,
There's
supposedly
no
that may
proof.
have not have that may have been a legit run, but it was also taken down just because. Well,
Everything else was. Obviously. Yeah, I remember.
Spliced footage. Yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't know back in the day when speed demos was kind of, because he was one of the first runners I remember
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I found speed demos back in 04. He had like Ocarina of Time. He had like an old 5-hour, 25-minute, completely glitchless. I don't think he even backwalked anywhere.
Yeah, he didn't backwalk. I think that was.
He did in the sub 5. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he finally gave in to backwalking. I remember reading old comments of his that were just like any of you saying I should be backwalking or side hopping everywhere. You show me you can do it.
It's really not hard. You hold target and down.
Yeah, look, he's.
It is pretty much easier than holding forward and tapping A, and he didn't even do that. I don't know.
Again, but just like in general, like standards were weird back then. Like it was harder to get good runs up on the internet. Like it's
Yeah.
really just been the last few years that everyone's gotten into streaming.
I
all
mean,
their
like
runs.
internet sort of, not capacity. What's the word I'm looking for? Just, yeah, internet availability and like speeds have definitely improved, which make it easier to actually stream and to record stuff and upload stuff. And the case 7 years ago was very different.
Yeah.
And there's like back then and today, there's still like a certain level of trust between higher level players.
Yeah.
They're not gonna splice footage or stuff like that.
The community was much smaller back then. Like it amazes me as I talk to all these people who were at this event. And I talked to them online and asked them, so when did you find? I actually was kind of wanted to be a speedrunner when I was a kid, but I found speed demos in the archive in 2004, and I know most runners. It's been like the last 5 years they're finally like, oh, cool,
Since like
right.
I only like seriously started getting into speedrunning around AGDQ 2011. That's when I joined SDA. I think it was just before. I can't remember. And like, there's a couple of games that I wanted to learn, but I haven't got around to, like Cave Story. I love that game. I'm better at just like the short bits, like the Sacred Grounds and the special challenges that were in Cave Story Plus, which is the Steam re-release. So like 7. So what else?
Ravines 9.
Spirit Temple Boss Key, 9 Magic Queens, 9 Hearts.
No, 9 hearts and 9.
So yeah, now I'm just farming for rupees before I go adult. And this owl is always here. What the hell?
Huh. I never knew.
This owl. Okay, so everyone playing the game just sort of casually and just playing it through, they end up hating Navi because, hey, hello, listen, hey. When you try and speedrun this game, that hate is shifted towards the owl because it's just like,
I've seen a lot of runners talk a lot of shit to that owl.
the owl is the worst thing.
Mr. Owl, shut the fuck up.
And how it's like when you need to press down or up to like choose the right option to like
Yeah.
change your weight, that changes in parts. So it's like a lot of them just fucking hate that.
I feel like a lot of hate for Navi kind of sprung out of because so many of us played this game so many times when we were kids that like we just didn't want to hear her talk to us like that second or third time we played the game. Like I don't understand where all the hate came from for Navi though. I was always fine with Navi.
Yeah,
I toned it down in Majora's Mask. That fairy doesn't.
That's because it just makes a little ding noise.
Yeah.
Now whatever her face is in Skyward Sword, that's it.
Oh, Skyward Sword, where it's like, it's not just like you have the option of talking to and then it works you, it's like you have to talk to feed.
I didn't like the one in Twilight Princess.
Midna.
Midnight.
I mean, yeah, it was great that Midna could like teleport and stuff, but past that, please go away.
And in Wind Waker, I know there's like the stone thing you get early on.
Yeah.
And it's like you get called on it like once.
Yeah, it's really
Main game.
pretty good in Wind Waker.
Most people don't
I don't know. I can't really remember watching anyone play it through legit, so maybe it does call on you more times.
Yeah, right.
know.
Most people probably didn't watch Wind Waker runs until Cosmo started streaming it.
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
year.
I definitely say so.
He has the power of popularity, so
I remember downloading PSA's Wind Waker run.
Oh yeah.
Just filling up my hard drive.
Was it a segmented run or was it a single segmented? Yeah, for whatever reason, I guess until you talk to Saria,
Yeah.
then he keeps coming back here.
Right.
And he keeps flying away.
So because of that, I'm not gonna actually leave this area now. I'm just gonna get all the rupees here. Jeez, how long does he want to fly away for?
Forever.
Well, that's annoying. I don't do that.
I was making words, wasn't I? Oh yeah, once you get into the speedrunning community, it's sort of falls out of fashion for you to actually watch legit runs of a game. Like it does happen, like when you watch someone new getting into a game, they'll like play it through with less sequence breaks. And it's interesting to watch because like sometimes you'll see them do things in a bit of a weird way that you never really thought about, and that can give you ideas. So like it's always fun to watch new people play games.
Yeah.
It happens fairly often in some of the marathons when you can't reset the people sort of don't remember how to play through the game properly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they'll be doing awesome and then they'll fail one trick and then it just looks like they can't play the game.
Yeah. We get so out of practice with proper gameplay.
funny for like a lot of like on the spot donation incentives or like sorry, like do like a part of the game with this like other item you don't usually use and it's like I can't do it. It's
Like when you tried to do Scrap Brain properly and you
Fuck
just like
you. It's been months. I don't know that game very much.
It's the same thing whenever people would ask, like, I remember when Fluxel and I raced Kingdom Hearts 2, a couple summer games done quick, they were like, say, can you explain the storyline? And we were both like, we have no idea what's going on here.
dude, I have
Resetting for like the 100th time, you don't really know what's that's
No, yeah.
I have no idea what the plot of Future Cop is. Dude, really?
Oh my gosh!
Okay, so basically what I
Same
did,
screen.
I went up to like the top of the river because when you get up there, the river's basically split into two areas. So if you go up all the way, it'll like reload the earlier bit, which means I can get the rupees. And I thought that meant it didn't reload the owl, but apparently I was wrong.
Note to self,
At this
road
point,
sucks.
it'll be faster if I just come down here. All right, this should work out pretty decently with timing, because I'll get the last bean, and it'll be turning day, and then I can go to the castle and go adult.
You know, there is some way to skip this owl text. I don't know
It's
what it was.
hard. You can get a ground jump, and when you've got a ground jump, things don't interact with you properly.
Sure.
But I don't have bombs, and it's a little bit harder to do without
Yeah.
bombs. So I just want to make a point, like, this really isn't the quickest run ever of anything. I'm just like sort of playing it through, trying to give a bit of interesting foresight into the world of speedrunning and Zelda gaming.
Well, again, this is, you know, a lot of us also when we run our games, like I guess kind of in the same vein we were talking about, we get very much used to like this is the route that we use, and like we know going into it, like we get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And this very much running this category.
Yeah, running bingos. It like
running bingo, it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
It's like you're constantly, what do I gotta do next?
It makes you
learn the
think.
80% route now, and there's probably like 100 tricks that aren't useful.
Yeah, like this game. I said it before. This game has so many tricks, so many of which it's impossible to learn them all because so many are obsoleted now. In Gerudo Fortress, there's the Gerudo training grounds where you get the ice arrows, and when you're a child, the guard isn't there, so you're not supposed to be able to get in. And originally, Originally, the strategy to get in was you go all the way up to where like the opponent archery minigame is, and seam walk up a tiny little seam, then get right over to a corner, then oh my god, whatever. Hmm?
You picked it up when you jumped over.
There are 3 up there.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah. I'm just getting enough. I want 80. Do I? What have I got? I've got everything I need.
You need
Yeah.
a spear, temple ball ski, you need...
Yeah, you need to buy another green potion, right?
I got one.
Okay.
Oh, you got another
Alright,
one.
you're good then.
And 4 hearts.
Yeah. I can get heart pieces. That's not really going to be a problem.
You got the one from the dog, right?
Yeah. What
So
is
you've
it?
got 9 magic beans though?
Yes.
You done with that? Okay.
I should be.
So yeah, just 4 hearts and a spiritual key.
Yeah, I mentioned it. So I'm just grabbing a shield, so I don't have to go through Grave. It probably would have been faster to go through Grave, but as I said, not going for like super speed here.
I'm sure a big part about bingo is really just kind of finding the road you like and kind of just committing to that.
Yeah, when you start out, it's more about finding what you can actually do. You start with short bingos, okay, I sort of know this. I guess I'll just pick what I can do. And then you'll see a row that's got like 4 things that you know how to do and 1 you don't, and you'll try and learn it on the fly. And it doesn't often go well, but it's always a learning experience. Like,
Right.
do things, and even if you do bad, like, don't go into a race and be like, okay, I have to win this. If I don't, I'm a failure. Because, like, you gotta have fun when you're doing this.
And a lot of SRL bingo races will have like many people, so
Yeah.
don't expect for me to win 20 guys.
Also, no blindfold, sorry, I'm not gonna go.
First try that.
It was actually
Second try.
really quick. I remember when it felt like a lot of runners would need like 12 tries to get into that door.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old setup where you would line up like a part of the sword with a.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
tutorial
yeah.
video I saw, yeah.
Cause back, like, even when I started running Ocarina of Time, which was like 7 or 8 months ago, there wasn't a setup for the Door of Time skip. You just had to get in the corner, go into C up.
Start rolling.
Yeah, and you like get into C up, angle, like, it was dumb. It was silly. And
And you just started praying to the gods that you...
yeah, and it's like you try a couple times, if you didn't get it, try again, like re-angle or whatever. And now there's like 3 different setups.
Right. I'll say that's the first time I've ever seen that set up.
Yeah, the one that was used for a while is like you back walk side hop, or you back walk to a certain part by the door, and then
That corner.
you not in the door, like this was like before even that one, and you like roll and untarget, and that sort of changed the like how the camera, it like sort of tilted it very slightly, and then you just did a 180 and that gave you the right angle.
Oh, okay.
And the one I use is pretty good because it works for swordless and with a sword dot skip. So like that's pretty good. And then the one that Runner Guy used is the fastest one because you basically use the corner as your sort of set up. So you're pretty much there by the time you've got the angle. But I never got the hang of it, and I like the one I use. And I lose like 10 seconds by not using the fastest setup, but and that's like another thing about this game is that there are so many ways to do a bunch of things in this game that a lot of them are beginner friendly.
Less risky.
Yeah, less
Maybe
risky.
a bit slower.
It's like you could do Door of Time skip unbuffered, but it's a 1 frame window if you do it unbuffered. It's a 2 frame window if you do it buffered because on 1 frame you have to hold left and the other frame you have to hold forward. So if you're doing it buffered, you'll be holding left, and it's really, there's no way to make it a 2 frame window. But yeah, nobody really does that because it's a pretty big penalty if you miss it, because you have to fall all the way down and then you respawn at the start of the Temple of Time.
So every time you see one of those blue triangles in text, you lose your frame. And he's not hitting it straight.
Yeah.
Damn
Remember,
it.
like, it was
I don't care.
2011, where there was like a 4-man.
Yeah, and everyone's just mashing.
And they're all just.
Giano was doing one where there's a chance it will crash the game.
Oh yeah, with
during the
the
trailer.
carpenter
lag
guy.
swap.
If you press B on 1 frame, it just freezes the game, and he just goes ape shit pressing B.
Just to save that frame.
Yeah, that was in the highlight reel, I think, 'cause it was hilarious.
While you're waiting for the downloads of this marathon, you should check out the highlight videos of previous ones.
I would agree with that. They are a very entertaining watch.
Yeah.
Basically the highlights.
And for those interested, our Mario Party Matromelia will be the entire highlight reel for this marathon.
Yes.
So
Oh, that destruction duet. Oh man,
Oh, that
God.
destruction duet.
that was a pretty big fight.
for anyone that's come in since then, oh, you missed out. You missed out good.
Oh my god.
Literally the
I don't
greatest
think many
play.
people are still the same people between now and then.
Oh, you missed out good.
At first, I was so pissed at you. I was like, "Did you just give up on winning?"
Well, essentially I did. I was like, okay, Spike Cheetah's bad. I was gonna dick around. Oh wait, I could probably hip drop them like in that other game.
I thought you came over to start
did that
kicking
too.
out with
Yeah, I thought it was
And then I was like, oh wait, I can win this by being a dick. And I did.
You mean like how you won the entire game by being a
New
dick?
Oh.
strat on the new
close.
strat on the spot.
So, yeah, we definitely need some more new donations. Otherwise, these guys are gonna pass out before they get to kiss.
We're not gonna kiss, man.
Yeah, man. What's that?
That's
We
what,
need to get
$500
$425. I'll do it, but shit, I'm going to sleep after this run. I guarantee.
I'm not going to sleep until I get food.
Yeah.
At least twice.
Oh,
Yeah,
piss.
well, we're $380 away, pretty much.
Say what?
$380.
We're still at 380 short.
You can still donate.
Either way, it's
until
been a
the
fun
stream
graveyard
goes down.
shift. So,
Yeah, it's been awesome.
damn it, there's the sun.
We were at GDQ.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's
I
not
came
it's
walking
not
in,
over
like,
yet,
An hour and a
guys.
half ago, and was like, hey, the sun's coming up.
My sleep schedule is so messed up. Like I kept it good for the first 2 days of the marathon, and then it's been flipped 180. I go to sleep at like 8 a.m. and wake up at 10 p.m. It's awful,
The
awful.
first stage GDQ I went to, upon entering the 4-H center, I didn't leave until a week later, not even to like go start the run. So it's like when I went out, it was like, oh, the sun.
Yeah.
And it's like AM, PM, none of it matters. There's just awake and asleep and everything else.
You sleep when you're tired, eat when you're hungry.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's-
And it's usually delivery. Because God forbid we go out and get something.
We have games
that's
to
less time
play.
to be playing video games.
That's less. How many opportunities am I going to have in my life to play video games?
Like every minute you're eating that food or driving to Manny and Olga's or whatever, that's time you could be playing Choo Choo Rocket.
I haven't seen you play Choo Choo Rocket on stream.
It's pretty sick.
We haven't streamed it. There is, I did see a Dreamcast, Silence had one. So if you want to throw down tonight, I'm definitely game.
I'm down for that.
Can you do it like after 10 so I can be back here?
Sure.
Thank you.
After what?
I have like a standing double date night with a couple.
Oh,
So I need to go do that stuff.
Make sure you introduce them to Choo Choo.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say, we'll just give you the Dreamcast and Choo Choo Rocket.
Well, they currently
Now
have-
you've got your double date set
They
up.
currently have our GameCube because they just moved, so their GameCube is storage. Like they moved 2 miles away from where they previously
For
had
the
it.
GameCube, there's like 2 games you got. Super Monkey Ball and F-Zero DX.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we've been playing a lot of Mario Kart because we're bad.
Double Dash is pretty good, I'll give them that.
I
But we
didn't like
couldn't
Double
play
Dash.
it at their old apartment because their old apartment had really bad soundproofing, so people would come up and yell at us for yelling at each other. It was interesting.
Then Choo Choo Rocket might not be a great idea.
I don't know.
If
my
you thought
apartment is
Mario
so
Party was
amazingly
bad.
soundproof.
Holy shit, you don't know.
We were playing Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones board game until 4 o'clock in the morning, and no one could hear anything. It was fabulous. Which I don't know if anyone knows this, but that game has so much hate involved in it that it's wonderful. It's almost as bad as Settlers of Catan with the level of hate. And it doesn't help if you roleplay it, because I was like the Martells, so I was trying to act like the Martells, and bad stuff happened.
How would you compare it to earlier Mario Party Zoo?
The hate level?
Yeah.
Well, we killed the Lannisters off in the second turn. So that got rid of a lot of the hate that would have been there. But I could imagine if they had stayed, it would have been comparable.
Interesting.
Because basically you have to take over 2 kingdoms and attack one other to get 7 castles.
Alright, so if I'm fast here, I can get up to here without having to use the stairs. Oh, I'm bad.
Did Navi cost it for you?
Huh?
Or do you always get that Navi text box?
You always get the Navi text box. The fastest way, as I said, there's beginner friendly strats. The best way is when you enter Dodongo's cavern, you do one roll, then you shield drop a chew, take a few steps forward, and then do a vertical slash with your sword, and that will hit the bomb chew and make it explode. Which saves time, because the way I did it is run right up to the wall and backflip, shield drop a bomb chew, and that takes maybe a second extra, but it makes a difference because it means the platforms are in a different place.
Yeah, right.
So we have a new donation, $5 from Raphael Duke. Come on guys, we can do it. They will kiss today. About 5 exclamation marks.
5 exclamation marks is a sign of an unhinged mind.
Oh, it's actually only 4.
Okay, so he's almost there.
Almost insane.
Let's get this done before it goes insane. It also could be a 12-year-old. That's the other ultimate. But that's still an unhinged mind.
So pretty needless to say, this is Dodongo's Cavern, one of the intended child dungeons of this game. And you are obviously here as an adult. Meaning
Yeah. Getting here as adult is actually intended because one of the sculptors is pretty high up, and you're supposed to come back here with the Scarecrow song to hookshot up there. But there are a couple of ways to get it as child. One of which is hovering up with bombs, and another way you can just... There's a couple of statues in that room, and if you push one all the way right underneath the ledge with the sculptor, you can backflip onto it and just jump up and grab it. But yeah, Deku Tree and Jabu Jabu's Belly you're not supposed to get into as adult, but there are still ways.
You see there, yeah, that jump he just performed right there.
Ew.
He could have done, I guess, some sort of a bomb boost or some sort of a backflip to get there as a child, but as an adult, you just have to line it up.
Yeah. As a child, you use a bomb chew to make a flip right to where the bombs are.
Bad?
You need to watch that.
Yeah, Destruction Duet will be a highlight. Basically, I read these turbo nerds. They got destroyed.
You take damage.
I don't know if I showed this to the stream yet.
But yeah.
This was on his head earlier.
This was on my head earlier.
Like
SMK and I shaved it off.
10 hours ago, Kevin's done.
So yeah, now my head is nice and not quite bald, but it feels a lot lighter.
Regarding fall damage, you usually do, but if you sight up or like jump down while that cutscene is going, you don't, which is kind of nifty, and like I don't really have much health, so whatever. What I'm doing now is just like killing King Dodongo because it's pretty quick, and it'll give me a heart container. Get
Get Also, we're starting to move back into PG-13 at this point.
Oh yeah.
To get used.
Oh shit.
'Cause we're trying.
Valiant effort, everyone.
Yeah, that was.
That lasted like 2 turns in the Mario Party. Welcome to late
We
night.
bust out the
streaming.
Sonic Shuffle, it won't last a second.
Well, that's why that's late night again.
Choo Choo Rocket, it will be terrible.
Shoot.
I'm kind of sad that this place that we're going to for lunch is Italian.
Why's that?
So I was just gonna make a bunch of meatballs and sauce and bring it over.
You don't have to turn that down, so I think we'd still take the meatballs.
Yeah.
Would be better to have something that's not.
Nope.
We have literally eaten nothing but pizza and not great Chinese food for the last like.
Well, yeah, that's why I started bringing food over because I told Leon stream. It's food's
On
bad.
Friday, Prevent Cancer Foundation provided us with like a bunch of sandwiches that had
Oh,
like,
yeah.
chips and cookies.
Yeah,
And like
fruit and stuff.
There, a bunch of those bags were left unclaimed, so for like 1.5 days, I just lived off of the cookies from those bags.
They were good cookies.
They were damn
They
good.
were really good.
That's when I brought the grill, so you
Hey,
guys can.
no shame here.
No shit.
I found one
You just
bag.
admitted to about 9,000
So you guys
people.
do need to remember that you do have a George Foreman grill to heat stuff up here. I left it here purposefully.
Where?
We have
It's
a
over
grill?
by the Keurig.
We legit have a grill here.
A
What?
George Foreman.
No. What are you talking about?
Over by the Keurig in New York.
I thought that was a PS3.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay.
What's a PS3 look like?
What was the PS3 doing next to the coffee machine?
So I just pulled off a super slide,
Like,
and
lasts for about 2 seconds.
yeah, because like if you go down a slope that's too sharp, it's just like, oh, you fell off a ledge.
How does
just
the
kills
super
it.
slide work?
I don't know. I don't know
Okay,
things.
what do you do to the slide?
There's a couple of. You basically roll into a bomb as you're shielding damage and trying to also sort of pick it up. And
Wow.
with one bomb, it's possible with one bomb, but you've got a very tight window. If you're doing it with 2 bombs, there's a couple of different ways you can do it, and the window is a lot larger.
Oh, man.
Well, I know this route to get in. I feel so happy when I know what people are doing now.
I can't get in holes.
Getting into holes is notoriously hard in this
It's
game.
in fact worse on 1.0 because instead of
47, go.
in just like
Yeah, same.
when you try and fall into the hole, you'll grab onto the edges.
It's not working.
12.7.
Get wrecked.
So we've got a $1 donation from Kyle Bailey. 2 things I want in this world right now.
Bonk.
Wow, you suck.
Seth Rogen to kiss a British guy and less cancer.
That's legit.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so I'm pretty notoriously bad at this dump air race. So I'm gonna do it twice.
I like to say that my fiance spent like 3 hours the other night trying to do that hack jump.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The two assisted run the Dompe race is like stupid funny.
Yeah.
What's the time?
It's like 42 or 43.
I was about to ask.
But it's just like all the side hops and little things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a $15 donation from Perrin Crother. If I didn't have to buy books for school soon, I'd donate much more. That's no problem. We appreciate every little bit. Definitely helps out.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
The most recent Ocarina of Time test was the MST one by Sortless.
Yeah.
And I remember like I was in the IRC channel like the day that like right after he like published it, like wrong warping was discovered.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I put 2 years of work into this. More so, I think. And he just like,
And now all of a sudden.
obsolete.
I actually felt bad for ZFG, who did a bunch, like a ton of any percent runs.
Like 666.
Yeah, an absurd amount of runs with the Ganondorf route, where you wrong walk from the end of Dodongo's Cavern just to the credits, and you'd skip having to do any random stuff. And then, like, he was like, okay, I'm pretty much done doing attempts. This is going to be my last week of attempts. And, like, a week after he finished doing attempts, they found Ganondorf, which is the trick where you go straight to Ganon's castle. And, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be perfect.
It was like a few days.
Like, a few hours before you quit.
Oh.
It might be. It was really close. I can't remember the exact timing.
So we got a $10 donation from David Thomas. This donation is for Nigaleria to eat his hair. Please start a drive for this. Please eat your hair.
$500.
$5.
I don't think you understand the volume of hair there. If it was just like
It's
a
pretty
few strands,
significant.
yeah, I would have no problem eating that for a donation. That much hair, I don't know. That would.
$5 per
Oh, wait, that's
strand.
making me
If
not
we make
listening about it.
500K,
You would never go hungry again.
Like, I
I
have
would,
a hard enough time when I get like a piece of hair stuck in my mouth, not gagging.
if we make 500K by the time I leave here, I'll bust out the fork and knife and go to town.
That forking knife.
There's a lot of things we would do for you guys for 500K. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's like I'm not proud. I don't have much shame. I'll do crazy shit for donations for cancer. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Damn it.
So you
Fuck.
can tell that he has an infinite sword glitch going because all his stuff died.
The motion blur, as well as just following a sword.
Yeah. When you've got infinite sword glitch, if you've got your sword out, you can tell pretty easily. Because
Right.
It's always Z-target.
But when
Yeah,
you put
that's
it
the
on
other
your,
thing.
When you put it like
It's always dealing damage in front of you.
right, even if he puts it away. So now when he walks into the bushes up here, they go away.
yeah, because like the hitbox of the sword makes contact
See,
with
they
them.
magically disappear.
Okay, so I messed up just now because I have muscle memory, so I thought my hook shot was on C left.
It is.
Yeah.
I
This
see,
is
right?
really odd
good.
to say the least.
Oh yeah, this trick makes perfect sense.
I don't understand why people are confused about it.
Yeah, like what didn't make sense about that?
Yeah.
This thing where it like resets your X and Y position, but not Z. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that thing.
You basically super slide at such an angle that you get onto a grave, and you're trying. Link, because I don't have any strength upgrades, Link tries to pick up the bush that I slid off when I let go of shield, and because I don't have any strength upgrade, I can't pick it up. So he just gets walked back, and